Hello student. Today we are going to discuss our topic unique property of carbon. Carbon have unique property to show sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization. When carbon between carbon and other atoms having single bond, so sp3 hybridization. When carbon between carbon or other atoms have double bond, so sp2 hybridizations. When carbon between carbon have triple bond, so sp hybridization. First we discuss the sp hybridization, right? sp3 hybridization. In your screen, ch3 single bond ch3. Carbon have atomic number 6 and the electronic configuration is 1s2 2s2 2p2. It means 2 electron presents in 2s and 2 electron presents in 2p orbital, right? In excited state, the 1 electron of 2s orbital excited to jump our higher energy level means 2p orbital and form sp3 hybridization. In sp3 hybridizations have sigma bond. In sp2 hybridization, carbon between carbon have double bond. Also, 2 electron presents in 2s and 2 electron presents in 2p orbital. In excited state, 1 electron of 2s orbital excited to jump the vacant p orbital. When in excited state, they jump in vacant p orbital, but they are unhybrid, form pi bond. It means these are not hybrid, but all three 1s and 2p are hybrid, and so sp2 hybridization. Like C between C, one form pi bond. Pi bond means it's unhybridized, and sigma bond is hybridized. That's clear. Therefore, one is unhybridized, and three 1s and 2p orbitals are hybridized and form sp2 hybridization. In sp hybridizations, also 2 electron presents in 2s and 2 electron presents in p orbital. In excited state, one electron jump from 2s orbital to 2p orbital, right? These last two p orbital electrons are unhybridized and form 2 pi bond and form 2 pi bond. Therefore, there are only two orbitals, means s and p, one orbital of p hybridize and form sp hybridization. In this form, they have 2 pi bond and 1 sigma bond, right? So it is clear that carbon show unique property to show all three hybridization sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization, right? Our next topic is molecular orbital theory. It's called MOT, molecular orbital theory. Molecular orbital theory developed by Hund and Mulliken. This is from the basic idea of molecular orbital theory. It is that atomic orbital of individual atom combine to form molecular orbital. It means atomic orbitals combine to form molecular orbitals, right? The silent features of the MOT is, first is electron of atoms are present in atomic orbital. Electrons of a molecules are present in different molecular orbital. That's clear. It's a simple electron atoms presents in atomic orbital and electron of molecules presents in molecular orbital. Second is molecular orbitals are formed by combination of atomic orbital. It means atomic orbital combine to form molecular orbital. An atomic orbital is monocentric while molecular orbital is polycentric. Right? The number of molecular orbital formed is equal to the number of combining atomic orbital. It is an important point. The number of molecules orbitals formed is equal number of the combining atomic orbital. When atomic orbital have 3, then molecular orbital also 3. When atomic orbital 2, the molecular orbital is 2. When two atomic orbital combine, they form two molecular orbital. Right? These two molecular orbitals is bonding molecular orbitals and anti-bonding molecular orbital. Right? Bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbital. There are bonding molecular orbital has lower energy and hence great stability. Bonding have lower energy and hence great stability. Whereas anti-bonding molecular orbital has more energy and hence less stability. That's clear. Further, bonding molecular orbital have lower energy and hence great stability, whereas anti-bonding molecular orbital has more energy or higher energy and hence stability lesser stability. And 6 point is the molecular orbitals are filled in same way as atomic orbital are filled in according with above principle, Pauli exclusion principle, and Hund's rule. Right? These are follow the all rules. Above principle, Pauli exclusion principle, and Hund's rule. Right? These are the molecular orbital. Now, uh, the energy level diagram from molecular orbital. Next is energy level diagram of molecular orbital means MOT. It's depend upon the following factors. First is the energy of the atomic orbitals combined to form molecular orbital. We have already learned the extent of overlapping between the atomic orbitals. These are the bonding molecules sigma 2s, sigma 2pz, pi 2px, and pi 2py. Antibonding so by stars, sigma stars, pi stars, right? In the order of increasing energy of molecular orbital is done generally first electron have go to less stable more stability sigma and then less stability in pi sigma star means anti-bonding, right? These are the increasing atomic orbital. For second row elements such as lithium, beryllium, barium, carbon, nitrogen, the increasing order of emoji is like this, and oxygen, fluoride, and neon is also increasing molecular orbital like this, right? And these are the some example of the molecules like H2 molecules, hydrogen and one atom in orbit, not one uh, electrons. They have two hydrogen atoms have two atomic orbital. Each atomic orbitals have one electron. These two electron of atomic orbital combine to form molecular orbital means two. we can calculate the bond order by half Nb minus Na, where Nb is bonding orbital and anti-bonding orbital. ठीक है? Then 1 by 2, 2 electron presents in bonding and 0 electron presents in anti-bonding. Therefore, the bond order is 1. It means hydrogen between hydrogen have single covalent bond. And there are also N2 and N2 positive, right? These are atomic orbital combined with molecular orbital according to the energy level, right? Okay, this chapter is finished. Now, tomorrow we will be discuss our next unit, state of matter. Thank you.